Alright, welcome, guys. Legion Daily Cast here. Pretty late. I've tried to register them, but I was never able to focus. This time I'll try to make it alright for you guys. Okay, so is it a priestess role? No. Why? There's not enough frontline, but there's the Warg Washroom. Then the issue is 10. So probably not going for that. We're probably going for a angler. Angler that has some answers. We are missing answers though for 8. So we could do instead of Ashram the Neko, but then 6 is an issue. Do we just skip the boar here? That could be a possibility to get the Neko. Or we get the Tempest though. Nah, we're gonna get the boar to have the late game tank. And we'll do. Ah, damn it, this is the wrong side. This is the right side. Logic is that if it's DT Snell, you'll have the Seraphim that will be fine here on the side. So we are up against FTQ, who's doing the Angler, so slow starts for him. We'll need to send here. We'll extend the wave, but that's alright because Flower is pretty good on 3. So a longer wave would be pretty good for us. We'll see if it can happen. So right here, we just do even split. Even if it's a single DT or DT Snell, you'll have always a Seraphim that will be able to survive on wave 3. And that's the big idea. DT will always go on that side too, so that's very good for us. Now, here we see he had it, so that gives us information to what he has. Vulnerable to DT Snell, so we'll see if we can get it, because this is a slow wave now. FTQ did not add. This is a leak, so this extends the wave a bit more. So a reason here is very good for us. So going for DT, and then a Snell would be very good. And the longer the waves are, the better it is for the 6 worker of the flower. If we see he does have answers for wave 6, 5 is a little bit of an issue, but 5 is our job. So here you see the longer wave into effect. We might get the 20 before income. That's a possibility. We're still missing 3, and we won't get it before income, but very close. It was very close, but we still get it, because that's the plan. And we don't. That could have been so good to have the Angler edition, but right now I think that this is totally fine. I don't think we need more than that. If anything, we'll leak a little bit, but that's okay. If we leak a little bit, that's okay. You see here the DT Snell. Normally that would be atrocious as a leak, but now the Seraphim will be able to survive the split. At least I hope, unless the Snell is too much. But everything is to hit, so it's better already than just leaving the DT barely alive. The targets are prioritized correctly, and so it's a small leak if anything. As you can see, he did for the Devilfish. Now there's too much of the Berserker, so you'll see him leak. And I can push here. Maybe 7th worker was a bit too greedy, but that's totally fine. Um, we see an opportunity on wave 5, I think. So okay, he's going 4. That's fine also. So we're gonna join him so that we can be prepared as well for the wave that is to come. We want the butcher. We need to keep that in mind. And so we're gonna prepare to have a better aggro with the butcher. So this upper split here will allow the boss to go here and then everything will wrap around here. The recent here is perfect for us. There's not too much on the Seraphim. That's exactly what we wanted. Now you have a beautiful aggro 3-way split. Now if we look here, not much has been added, but he was pretty strong on that wave. But the goal here is to just weaken so that we have a big leak on the side of FTQ. And on our side, we are holding, so that's pretty good. If we don't get the butcher now, we're still gonna hide it. FTQ is leaking, and Tyadrax is also leaking, so that maybe we get enough for our butcher anyhow. So we're gonna focus on that. Yeah, maybe after income, but I think I get it. Boom, I get it. There we go. So this means that I get my butcher here. So that's very good for us. This will be a devil fish on 6, but right now I want as little aggro as possible on it. On wave 5, so that's the idea. We have the double flower. So pretty bad right now for Dan. But he wants that halo, that's for sure. So he's gonna leak here, but I'm going to hold. So that's gonna be more stacks. Butcher is not taking any aggro though. Most of it is on the bounty hunter, which is not ideal. It's still looking fine. In the middle, the butcher should be in front. Only the boss and the hermit leak, so it can be easily covered here. And they hold because of the harden. Did not expect to see that, but we do see it. And that seems fine to me. Alright, so we got a lot of gold to work with. We're gonna prepare our canopy. Preparing like that, so that's an alpha mill. We'll have another one here. We set this to start. And possibly prepare this one. No, we're gonna prepare another bathroom here. Will be better for this round. And okay, looking good now. Looking good for the aggro. When there's not a boss wave. So that's pretty good. I think we can push a bit more here. We got already our washroom ready to go.
Lock and load.
And we're gonna go for another angler here. Maybe 2. And do we save the rest? Possibly. I'm gonna extend here so that it's clearer that it goes for a longer round. I'm not confident I leak him. That's why I only go income here. So we get 3 stacks here. We got the Harden coming up, so that's totally fine. We didn't go full. We might be able to surprise him with a resend. If we look, doesn't have a lot of pierce. He might think that this is full. The rogue canopy going on the cannoneer, which means I kill the backline. And we're gonna go for the cannoneer again.
Lock and load.
Cannoneer will just allow us to get some more income going. Focus on what's important. The most important part is to protect this this bounty hunter. And we're gonna go for a canopy here. So the coach says that I don't have any DPS. He's correct. He's totally correct here. I could have sent a 40 here. A little ticks weren't consistent enough. So the sends come. So that's good for me. I protected the bounty hunter, which gives time because now everything's on the canopy anymore. Uh, so I have a choice here. Um, so we're gonna go for stacks, and what we're gonna do here is overbuild for our ally here. Could push another one, but we really want all our cards here. We don't want to give a shutdown, that's for sure. Got the first KP on FTQ. 139. And my guy's 104 currently, so not far off him, despite not having the Pegasus steed. Right, so we're gonna get this. And then Alpha Mills Valletta. And we're gonna bring that over here. Why? Because now these wards and the canopy and the butcher and this devilfish hopefully will tank before the kingpin. That's the most important part. What we have going for ourselves is that so he'll have the poor. So we want a tank. Even though we go for income, we want to try and go for the league, despite anything. So
Lock
we're
and
gonna
load,
go
lock
for
and
that, and
load.
we go for the dino as a frontline. Now you'll see, one savior, two savior. So we'll keep this for this round, so that this is a bit more protected, but then we can lower it, no problem. Or maybe I decide to keep it like that, get the boar out. So now we need to push aggressively, because we know they didn't take any aggressive spells. Despite Savior is leaking. That's very good for us, because it extends the wave and allows us to push one more worker. Or maybe not, maybe you go for the Edge Chef anyhow. Nah, I'm pushing. Mm, now the plan is to have a front line of some sort. Or do we get a Kingpin here? No. I think we'll wait an extra round for that. I think we want to think more about the next wave. So having the front line is not too bad. Like we know we're not the strongest on 13. And now we'll get a Kingpin, potentially paired with the Edge Chef. Right, so now they are aware that it's Lizard Army. Maybe they overpushed. Did I lose too much gold here? Isn't too bad. Doesn't look too bad. But we cannot get what we wanted here. So it says we are overvalued here, but that's two Kingpins, so it's not ideal, of course. It's not looking too bad as in terms of aggro, but one Kingpin already down is not ideal. And Bounty Hunter. I mean, looks like we're clearing. We're clearing enough, I think. Yeah, we're clearing full. 14 groups to the king, is it? That game? Oh no, there's the lizards, right? Yeah. So, yes. 16 is looking good, but it looks like we're winning. Okay, 16 is good. We're very close to winning, but 16 will be the end. So we don't need to push too much. Well, we can push more than that. Exert pressure. Get the life still. Wait for a round for extra stacks here. Get another Valshroom prepared. And we're not gonna push because we're not the strongest on wave 15. That's the crucial part here. Danwolf is pretty good here. Well, Dan pretty good. And 16 is looking pretty good because FTQ is having a good composition for 15. And my guy is dead anyway, so. So we'll get a lot of stacks here on the third KP. And we're getting hit. We're getting it. We get this, and we get this. So we got 116, 114, and 100. So a pretty decent job for 3 KPs, to be honest. So right now we're discussing on what's best against this guy because he's kind of rough to know. Right now we're gonna focus on. Yeah, okay, so 4-eye Witch is pretty good. It's just pretty hard, just because you have all the single target damage from the Star Color and stuff like that. So the more you have that is good against it, the better it is for you. Now we see we're gonna complete in the price of 2 Polywogs the Lioness Circle. We're close to value, and we're supposed to have a decent split as well here. We have a Witch ourselves, so we're gonna go DTs. So FTQ is quite pushed, but we are more pushed. This is looking pretty good. The KPS damage and the delay with the Lioness and Alpha Mill. Looking like they're doing their job perfectly here. It's gonna be a leak on me. Yeah, they push quite hard to try and get us. But I hold the longest. So, pretty good in the end. I mean, wait, do we hold? We will never know. We will never know if we held or not. It was pretty close to our hold. Well, the KP was full, was against a 4-eye and a lizard, so pretty sure we'll be fine. So, on that, I say thank you for watching, and see you next